Hello everyone, welcome to another one of my independent film reviews. Today I watched a film called State Like Sleep, and it's not just a clever title because I think I nearly did drop off a couple of times watching it. It's very slow. The beginning is slow, but it did grab me. It held my attention. I was intrigued to see what was going on. It held my interest despite it being slow. But then gradually the ratio between it holding my interest and it just being boring kind of went the wrong way. A slow film doesn't necessarily have to be boring. I've watched some slow films which were very good and I enjoyed them from start to finish. This one, however, the middle bit was just dull. Basically, there's this woman, Catherine, her husband, he's an actor, he dies, it looks like suicide, although throughout the course of the film we learn that it may not be suicide, but we don't really learn anything really. Looks like maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, who knows. And she has a bitch of a mother-in-law, and we work out why she's been so mean towards the end, and it's not really a great reveal or anything, and her own mother is dying, and so she's in a bad way. Yeah, but generally, yeah, it's dull. It's very dull. I mean, despite the fact that it's got some quite well-known faces in the film that you may have seen elsewhere, it's boring. I mean, the actual acting, it's good. I mean, the actors are doing a good job. It's just, they're doing a good job of what they've been given, but what they've been given isn't very exciting. And the film itself has got fairly adult themes in it. It's got drug use in it. It's got like hints of sex and stuff. You don't really see anything too graphic in there, but you know, it's sort of there. But then apart from all that, it's just a slow film. But I say the first half an hour was actually entertaining despite its slowness, and then after that it just got boring. It really boring. It didn't really start getting interesting again until like the final 10 minutes, and it's an hour and 44-minute film this, so really out of that it's only 40 minutes really that was actually interesting, and about an hour of it in the middle was dull. I mean, I've had a quick look on various film review websites and stuff. It doesn't have brilliant ratings, and I can see why. But the thing is, it so could have been good. It's one of those films, I've mentioned this quite a few times when I do film reviews, it's the films that were almost good, and that they're almost good, but then they lose it for whatever reason. A bit like this film review where I keep losing my train of thought. Yeah, it's just the almost film, the could have been, where you can see what it could have been, but then it wasn't, because I think it could have been an interesting film about human emotion and human behaviour. Because like Catherine's husband's died, she went away, she's come back, and then just dealing with all this shit. But yeah, it's just one of those films that were almost good, but then just didn't quite land. I don't think I can recommend this one. I often do recommend films, it's just, it was so dull in the middle. So the first half an hour, I was watching it and I was really into it, and I did find it really interesting. But then, it goes too long. I mean, this probably would have made quite a good short film if instead of like an hour and 44 minutes, which is a bit longer than the average film anyway. They could have made a short film out of it, maybe an hour film or an hour and a quarter or something. And then that may have been better, but the fact that it is as long as it is, it's unnecessary, and there's story points which are unnecessary, and yeah. Alright, I'm going to go because otherwise my film review for this film is going to end up being as dull and boring and as pointlessly long as the film is. So yeah, check out my other film reviews. I try to do lots of independent films. Occasionally I might do a film that you've heard of. I do all sorts of other weird and wonderful things as well. Alright, bye.